We are in April. We are very close to the end of the season. There are about 5 games left into the Premier League season, and I think that Arsenal may just have secured fourth place. There are, of course, games to be played this season. Arsenal still have to go out there and play Tottenham, but I want to give Arsenal their praises right now in this video to get to this point in the season, considering what this club has been through in the past 2 years. Welcome to the JVM Football channel, where you can find game analysis, football history, individual performances, top 10s, etc. If you are interested and would like more football content like this, please subscribe to the channel. Today I'll be going over the state of Arsenal and what are their chances really to finishing fourth this season, and how have they progressed from the beginning of the season, from the horrible start that they had, to the point which they are in now. Pretty much, I won't say pretty much, but very close to securing fourth place. So I want to start by saying that this is the most impressive and most improved team this season. Arsenal have to be, that's what Arsenal are this season, and I think that this is what people will remember from this Arsenal 2021-2022 campaign. These guys, they are the most impressive, considering where they were in the last 2 years, and which also means that they are the most improved team. So you have to give Arteta his praises for the way that he has handled everything and the way he brought in young talent to the team. For example, with the likes of Smith Rowe, and just how much Arteta has believed in himself and in his vision for this Arsenal team. Let me give you 2 examples. First of all, as I said, the way he's brought up talent like Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe, if you haven't noticed, for some reason this season, he's already scored 10 goals in the Premier League. You have top class players that arguably some of the most impactful players in their own respective teams, like Bruno Fernandes, who have even touched double digits this season for goals. So that just shows you how impactful Smith Rowe has been for Arsenal. And then apart from that, you also have how Arteta really doubled down on the signing of Ben White. Going back into the Euros last season and the whole, Trent being injured, Ward-Prowse not being selected, and then somehow Ben White getting into that team. There are a lot of people that did not rate Ben White. There are a lot of people, although he had, an alright season for Brighton, although he was one of the best players last season, to come to a club like Arsenal, for Arsenal to even make that signing for, what was it? Was it like 50 million? To take that much of a risk, it really showed how Arteta was willing to, put his vision on the line to make sure that this Arsenal team succeeded. So praises to Arteta for the way that he has handled everything, and also the Aubameyang situation, which Arteta could not have handled any better. He pretty much set up the standards for this Arsenal team and what they will be doing for the future. If you're going to mess about with the club, if you're not going to be 100% committed, then you can go. Very well done from Arteta, and Aubameyang was one of the captains. If teams like United handled their captains and their players to the same standard, maybe they wouldn't be struggling as bad. So props to Arteta for the way he has been able to manage the club. Okay, so let's just look at Arsenal's schedule, and I also want to look at Tottenham's schedule, because I think that Arsenal have an easier schedule, but there is a way in which Tottenham could still clinch fourth, and that is why I said, when I was talking about at the beginning, I said that Arsenal have almost secured fourth place. It is not done here, but they've done great to get to this point so far this season. Okay, so Arsenal beat Manchester United this weekend, and Tottenham drew 0-0, which means that Arsenal are right now 2 points ahead of Tottenham with 60 points, whereas Tottenham are with 58 points, and they both have 5 games to go. Arsenal still have to play West Ham, Leeds, Tottenham themselves, Newcastle and Everton. Out of those 5 games, I genuinely believe that Arsenal can comfortably win 4 of those. Whereas Tottenham still have to go and play Leicester, Liverpool, Arsenal, Burnley, and Norwich. And of those five, I think that Tottenham can comfortably win three. And this is where the difference happens, and this is where I think Arsenal get the edge. Tottenham go and play Leicester next week. That game could really go either way, but let's say Tottenham win that game. And then you have Liverpool away. There's no way that Tottenham are going to win that game. And especially now that Liverpool are on this title race, they will not want to get their foot off the accelerator. So I think, and I believe that most people would agree, that Liverpool win this one. After that, we have arguably the game of the month, where Tottenham play Arsenal at home, and this may be the game that decides it all. I don't think it will be the game that decides it all, unless Liverpool lose to Tottenham. If Tottenham can somehow beat Liverpool, then it all comes down to this game. Prior to this game, Arsenal still have to play Leeds and West Ham. Both games that Arsenal should be winning. I mean, the West Ham game away, that is going to be a hard game, but Arsenal should be winning that game comfortably, especially when going over their performance this weekend against United. But again, it's Arsenal. They could bottle everything, but I don't think they will. I think Arsenal will get the job done. And then after that game, after that, what I call the game of the month, and the game that will decide the top four race, that may decide the top four race if Tottenham beat Liverpool. Tottenham still have to go and play Burnley and Norwich, arguably two of the worst teams this season. Two teams that are going to be going down. So Tottenham should be winning those two games very comfortably. And then Arsenal then go and play two teams that have also not been up to their best this season, in Newcastle and Everton. Newcastle have managed to climb up the league table. They're not now 9th, but Arsenal should be beating Newcastle, and then they go and play struggling Everton at home, last game of the season. So looking at the schedule, I favour Arsenal's schedule much more, and in the clash between Tottenham and Arsenal, I favour Arsenal as well. So in terms of schedule, I think that Arsenal have it better. And apart from that, I also want to, that is why that schedule is the main reason why I think that Arsenal are going to go through. And apart from that, I also want to look at some of the Arsenal's performance this season. You have the likes of Smith Rowe, Saka, and then Gabriel and Martin Odegaard. These four especially have been grand this season for Arsenal. And also Smith Rowe, as I already touched on him this season. 10 goals, 10 goals and 2 assists in the Premier League. Saka, 11 goals and 5 assists in the Premier League. Between themselves alone, they have 21 goals scored. These guys, Saka's 20 years old and Smith Rowe is 21. They'll be turning 21 and 22 this season. These two are so young, and they are already pretty much carrying this team. They are the main players for this team already. Do you know how much better they'll be next season? And then this is not only great news for Arsenal, but it's also great news for England as the World Cup is coming up. But mainly for Arsenal, these are going to stay in the club for some time, hopefully. And it's just, if their progression curve does not dwindle too much, Arsenal could be in for a change. Let's just say that. Arsenal they finished 8th, my bad, the last 2 seasons, and now they're 4th, and they're about to edge 4th place over Manchester United and Tottenham. That just screams out at the work that this club have been through. I also want to point out Gabriel, because I also think that Gabriel has been immense. He's been grand this season. Pretty much he missed 3 games, but he's been like the heart and soul of this Arsenal defense. You could point out also to the Ramsdale, but I think that Gabriel came in to solve many of the defensive problems that Arsenal have had for the past few seasons. That he's helped Arsenal to 12 clean sheets, the fourth best in the league behind Tottenham, Liverpool, and Manchester City. Liverpool and City. If your defense is coming close to theirs, then that's pretty good as well. And Gabriel, he's averaged 1.4 tackles per game and 3.3 clearances, it just shows you how impactful this guy has been for Arsenal this season. And again, the last 3 games he's played, the Southampton game, the Chelsea game, and the United game, he's just been great for Arsenal. And then you have Martin Odegaard, my boy. I said at the beginning of the season, if Arsenal were going to have anything special to do this season, it would come down to the likes of Martin Odegaard. And Odegaard has not disappointed. He scored 6 goals and 4 assists this season. It's not the most impressive stat line, but he's contributed with 10 goals in the Premier League. So yeah, give Odegaard his props. And just like with the other two, in Smith Rowe and Saka, this guy, he just looks to be getting even better. I think that Odegaard will just be getting even better. This is great news for Norway. You have Odegaard and Haaland in your team. They won't be in the World Cup this season, but the future for Norway, if the development continues for the other players and other positions, if you have Odegaard and Haaland in your team, then yeah, this national team is in for special things. But yeah, guys, that's it. That's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching the video until the end. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more game analysis, football history, individual performances, top 10s, etc. This is the beginning of something special. We have already hit 1,000 subscribers, so thank you for that. And yeah, let's just continue to grow. It would mean the world to me if you subscribed and help me to grow this channel.